America's longest war, a 20-year conflict with more than 40,000 Afghan civilians killed, nearly 2,400 American lives lost, and a cost of close to $2 trillion. The Taliban is more than the opposing side of the war following September 11th. In fact, some of the leaders that went on to form the Taliban used to be American allies. Here's how the Taliban got its start.
On my orders, the United States military has begun strikes against al-Qaeda terrorist training camps and military installations of the Taliban regime in Afghanistan.
I made a commitment to the American people when I ran for president that I would bring America's military involvement in Afghanistan to an end.
The Taliban, which means the students in the Pashto language, was officially formed in Afghanistan in 1994. Many of their leaders got their start in the Afghan Mujahideen, which were armed rebel groups that fought against the Soviet Union and the Democratic Republic of Afghanistan during the Soviet-Afghan War in the 1980s. The Mujahideen were considered allies by the US against the Soviet Union and received weapons and money. In 1979, the Soviet Union backed communist leaders who staged a coup against Afghanistan's first president, Mohammad Daoud Khan. After being defeated by the Mujahideen, the Soviets pulled out of the country in 1989. In 1992, the country was in civil war, which divided Kabul. During this time, the Taliban grew, and with a promise to put Islamic values first, the group also grew a following. In 1996, the Taliban declared Afghanistan an Islamic emirate. The group also imposed strict rules on women, including keeping them out of schools and most jobs. During this time period, the Taliban also made Afghanistan a safe haven for Osama bin Laden, a Saudi Arabian-born former Mujahideen fighter, while he built up a terrorist group known as Al-Qaeda. Following the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center and Pentagon, the Taliban refused to hand over Osama bin Laden under the demands of former President George Bush, resulting in the US declaring war and removing the Taliban government. Although they were no longer in control, many of the Taliban's leaders fled to Pakistan, where the group reformed as a guerrilla insurgency. In 2009, President Obama deployed 30,000 additional U.S. troops to Afghanistan in what would be known as the Surge. President Donald Trump made a deal with the Taliban in 2020 and declared that American forces would leave Afghanistan by mid-2021. President Biden has agreed, but suggested that U.S. troops will remain in the country until all U.S. officials are out. On August 15, 2021, just 9 days after the Taliban seized their first provincial capital, a group of insurgents entered Kabul. The Taliban has regained control of Afghanistan. Despite their return, the Taliban is promising Afghans a new future.